But we do have Katie. Hopefully she can hear us.
The guns have been pulled. This time we're going to have a person that's dead over it. It is unbelievable that people can't act like adults in this situation. I expressed some things the other day, but it's ridiculous that my deputies are coming from place to place to place. Ladies and gentlemen, the services aren't here. We don't have enough gas home. We don't have enough gas being delivered to stations. We don't have enough generators on. The lines are long. Everybody's out of control. But for somebody to lose their life over getting gas is absolutely ridiculous. If you're out of town, stay out of town for a couple days. It'll get better. It will. We are going to be able to recover quicker than we've ever been able to recover. But hostilities are high around here. And for anybody to bring a gun to a gas station, it's not needed. We're going to do our best, and I have no doubt that we're going to solve this crime, but nobody needed to lose their life over freaking gas today, and that's just what it comes down to. Our detectives are going to be out here. Obviously there was a lot of witnesses here because everybody's waiting in line to get gas, and we'll be able to get the information. There was other people in the car. I'm telling them right now, turn themselves in. We know we're going to be able to find out who you are. Come turn yourself in now, because this is absolutely ridiculous. I ask people that have been heeding the warnings to stay out of town. Please do so. Look, just because you have electricity at your house doesn't mean these gas stations are going to have gas. All of the refineries are still down. What takes normally 2 hours for a gas station to refill with a truck is taking 20 hours. So that's not going to happen. Your power at your house doesn't give us the regular services that we need around here to be able to support the amount of people that we have in this metropolitan area. Take and heed those warnings. How many people were sitting here innocently trying to get gas today, and now we've got a person that's dead on the ground.
Sheriff, can you please tell us what the circumstances leading up to this? Obviously it was an incident involving gas.
I don't know exactly. Let's face it. I have a suspect that's in the wind, and I have a dead person on the ground that can't talk to me right now. So that's difficult, right? We're talking to our witnesses that are here that hopefully can shed some light into it. But these have been happening all day from disturbances. Probably cutting in line, if I had to take a guess. But that's a guess just because of what we've been dealing with at other places today.
So the car took off?
I'm sorry?
Is that the victim's truck?
I don't know that for a fact, and I'd rather you not actually put that out there just in case right now.
So the car took off. Do you know what kind of car it is? Can we get that out there?
We have a description of the vehicle, but I don't want it out there immediately as of yet. We're trying to figure out the exact make and model, so I'd rather not have chasing a bunch of vehicles until we do. We're trying to enhance some pictures, but the bottom line is that I have no doubt I'm going to be able to figure out what vehicle it is. If you're listening on the radio right now, pick up the phone, call 911, and turn yourself in, because I have no doubt we're going to catch you.
Is the victim male, female?
Victim was a male. Victim and suspect were both males.
Do they have a description?
I have no clue. Yeah, I don't know that answer.
What is your message to Jefferson Parish, Southeast Louisiana, at this moment? Y'all are working so hard, trying to keep the public safe, and you have incident after incident. What do you want people to know?
For the vast majority of the people that are here, they're being patient. They're waiting in line. They're doing what they're supposed to do, right? My calls for service are not extreme. The theft and looting is not extreme by any means, right? But the calls for the disturbances are out of control. I have more deputies on the street than I know what to do with right now, and I've said that a few times. We are going to make sure we can respond to it, but to continue to have to respond to gas station, people trying to get gas, and people trying to cut in line and do those things, have some patience. And that's what it comes down to. If you can't handle that and you can't have the patience, then you don't need to be here right now. Give us some time to be able to act and be able to handle it accordingly. Be cognizant of your position. Just because you want to, aggravate somebody and tell them they're whatever, a gasshole for cutting in line, that person may have a gun and in this case used it, right? And that's something you got to keep in mind, because unfortunately that's the society that we're living in sometimes, and it absolutely happened today.
We know emotions are high right now, just in general, from the storm and recovery. This is just another example of that.
It is. Look, I'll tell you, the men and women of the Sheriff's Office have been very resilient over the last few days. They're working hard. Look, I'm making sure they're fed. I'm making sure they can get some rest and get some sleep. But for them to keep handling call after call for this is something that is preventable. And it's the preventable crimes that we're trying to make not happen, right? Whether it's the generator, carbon monoxide deaths, and all those different things that are happening that we've got to go to. They're preventable in nature. And if we can get people to understand that, to try to take some of that off of us, it'd be so much easier for us.
And your deputies will be out watching, and you just want people to calm down.
We are. We're out there watching nonstop. You know, and it's just emotions are high. You can tell from my emotions right now. Emotions are high. I get it, but to bring a gun to a gas station and take this type of action is crazy.
Is the victim a customer or an employee?
The victim was another driver trying to get gas.
Is he at the pump?
I don't know the dynamics of exactly where it was, and I don't think I'm ready to release that yet. Yeah.
Surveillance video.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're on a generator right now, but I don't know what it's powering. We do have, as I said, I do have a cell phone picture, and we're trying to get that of the suspect vehicle and be able to take care of that. So we'll deal with it.
You mentioned it was a lot of witnesses here. So was it just very crowded here, long line down the block? Kind of
Yes,
situation?
to be honest with you, I was one of the first on scene and pulled up here, and there were still people getting gas while the victim was laying on the ground. So the answer is yes, it was very crowded. Every pump was full, as you can imagine, just like it's been, at every other gas station that's open. So the answer is yes. We have a bunch of witnesses that were here, and they were still here when it happened.
How have they been? Have they been forthcoming?
Yes. We've gotten statements from probably every one of them. In shock, just like everybody else. But just a sad deal. We've been able to get those statements and obviously get them, try to release them. I know about another one. I'm sure we had more than that, but I know about one more that happened on, was it Veterans earlier today or something like that? West Esplanade that, occurred earlier today where, a guy pulled a gun on, he'd cut in line, somebody called him out on it and pulled a gun on him. He's now in my jail right now and will continue to be there. So if y'all want to go get his name tomorrow, I'm happy to put him out on Facebook too. The reality of it is we've had a few, but I know of at least that other one that he's in jail at now. Yeah. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
All right, Sheriff Lopinto, just giving an update there.